What is up, everybody? Well, you know, it has been a long time. Sorry for the long time that I've been gone. And I know I've said countless times that I was gonna film and do this, but honestly, I did it and they're all trash. So I decided that because I have like some friends who are not kind of friends who are in 8th grade, and they're kind of asking me about like high school and kind of like how friendships are and like what all happens. So I decided I'd make the topic of this video would be about high school friendships, because why not? The people that you go into high school with are sometimes not always going to be the people that come out with you. And what I mean by that is the group of friends you have now may very well change. So what I've kind of noticed is like people tend to do one of three things. One is they kind of go in high school and they kind of act the same the entire time. They don't really, they have growth and they change a little, but like they kind of stay true to who they are and they like act like themselves and don't like switch up and just kind of act like who they really are. And then you have some people who change, but not necessarily, they change a lot, but not necessarily in a like positive way. Like they change to, you're gonna have people who change to fit in, people who change because they just want to be popular, people who just want to be in the in crowd. And like I know, at least in my area where I live, like popular isn't really a, you would think popular isn't a thing anymore. It's just kind of how things work, but it's kind of still is. And it's kind of sad that people really kind of want to change so much and like be fit, like to fit in with the groups of people who honestly could really care less about famous people. And it's sad, but it's part of high school. And the last thing is just people who, they do drastically change, but it's honestly a change, an interpersonal change, and it's a change that isn't as people, but that's just who they're like becoming as a person. That's just who they are. And sometimes that can be bad, and sometimes that can be good, but that's just people. You gotta remember, it's hard, and we learn this in like drivers are actually, that you know our brains aren't fully developed until we're like what, 25. So you know, friendships and stuff here feel like forever. Don't get me wrong, some of them, honest to God, could be forever. Some of them really won't be, and I know personally sometimes, you know, it hurts and it sucks a little bit because it feels like forever, but in reality, like, this is just 4 years. Most people after this are going to college. They're going to meet real lifetime best friends. Not to say that there aren't any in high school, because I know, I think I have like a few. But yeah, my next like tip number 2 or 3, I can't do that. Be careful who you call your friend in high school. I have been burned by this personally. You know, some people are just sneaky and you won't know. Like, you have to really, in high school, you have to be really careful about who you tell stuff to and who you think has your back, because, you know, some people really don't have your back at all. Some people would betray you in an instant and they don't really care. Some people kind of are friends with you, but really everything you say or any like how you feel and stuff gets back to other people. I'm not saying that like if you're talking about people, you shouldn't be doing that, but like, cause I don't, but like I'm saying like, you know, your opinions and stuff, or just how you feel about situations when you're not venting, but just kind of like talking about how you personally feel about situations. I know people who have gone and taken something somebody else has said and twisted it completely. And some people, you know, they're just messy. They just like to do that. That's stupid. You know, you really have to be, and that's another thing. You have to really be careful about what you say, or not what you say, but who you're around. You have to be aware of the company you're in and around when you say certain things, because there are definitely people, especially in high school, who have no problem. You have no problem just taking something you said and blowing away proportionally, causing drama, because they just because they feel like it too. It's the they're my friend excuse, so it's my business excuse. And definitely just be mindful of what a real, like, who your real friends are, who your real friends aren't. Real friends are definitely people who you know you can, you can trust, people who you can like rely on. Of course, if you fight with somebody who's a real friend, you should be able to easily come back from that you know, at the end of the fight, you guys should be able to like talk about it and work stuff out. You wouldn't just fight with them and that just be it. You just be mad at each other for a long time. You would definitely be able to talk about how you feel. In a friendship, you should be able to totally talk about how you feel with that person. How, you know, if something they're doing is affecting you, and if it's in a negative way, you should be able to say that. It shouldn't be like fighting about it or arguments. In a real friendship, you should be able to know that they won't do things in spite of you, things that they know are wrong. They would take you and how you feel and your feelings about something in account before they make a decision that would negatively and like positively like affects you in any sort of way. A real friend will tell you when you're wrong, basically. If you ask their opinion, a real friend shouldn't just always be like, you're right, you're right, you're right, unless you're just like on it like that, you're always right. But like, who's like that? Your friend will tell you if you're wrong, will tell you if you're right, like, and actually be honest about it. Won't have to lie to you about things. Being in high school for so long, I feel like I lost a few friends, and that's another thing. Losing friends in high school doesn't always have to be a bad thing. Like, you can lose touch with somebody and it can be filled with love. Like, it doesn't have to always be like big arguments slash friendships. Cause in high school there's a lot of people. You don't always, it's sad, but it's not as compact as middle school. There's gonna be some friends you lose in high school, and not all of it's gonna be bad. Sometimes it's just people lose touch because it's very hard to keep in touch in high school sometimes. But it's not a bad thing. My last thing would just be, you should never feel in like a friendship that it is stressful. You know what I mean? A friendship, granted there's work that you have to put in a friendship, but a real friendship, you will not have to, like, you'll put in work, but the work won't feel stressful. And in a real friendship, it shouldn't ever feel like one person is putting way more effort and work into your friendship than the other. It should feel natural. It shouldn't feel like you're trying hard to keep things together. Okay guys, well, I hope you found that quick, probably not gonna be quick, but I hope you found that somewhat helpful, not very confusing. Kind of just like my take on like high school friendships. I know it's probably like meaningless, but I thought this would be a good little kind of mini series, little video, help get just be back started, or to kind of just kick off me trying to get on the grind again, But yeah, I hope you liked that. Be sure to like, subscribe, share with your friends. Shout outs, I don't know what to do. But thank you so much for watching, and I'll be back with you guys soon. Bye.